message is for Shanquella's family. Now, um, I usually don't show my face, but the Most High is saying that there's a reason why I must show my face for Shanquella. I've been sending my Shanquella um, oracles to people who I thought would not only be honorable in where they got the information from, but also share it with their parents. So this oracle is definitely uh, to clear up the understanding of my sending my oracles to specific people that have been covering the case for Shanquilla. The media, various media outlets know who I am. Um, Public officials, authority figures, and agencies know who I am. I'm not in a position where I am able to allow um, my oracles are not the Most High's oracles given to me and to be put out through me to be hidden anymore. It is over. Okay. The world is in too much turmoil, and we are in the final hour. So I've done an oracle publicly from Kobe Bryant to um, the COVID to Kobe Bryant, COVID, the election, the pandemic, Queen Elizabeth, a few other things, and now Shanquella. So the Walmart shooting, you know, I have not covered. I haven't said anything about Quavo, but we're going to touch on a lot of that here today. Shanquella, let me just give praise and honor. Give me 1 second. And your mighty, most merciful name, I pray, amen. Ahaya, sure, ahaya. Okay, so he keeps saying Shanquella, Shanquella. Okay, he said just one. Hope. She's in a space. She's in the energy of hope. She sees hope past big water. Big water meaning that the water is so murky. It's the water is oceanic as far as this whole situation is, but she sees the other side. So it's almost like um in the spiritual space Shanquella's in, um it's so powerful because it's almost like being in on the coastline, like so in New York City, and looking across big water to the coast of, and being able to see the other side to Africa, right? That it's like that's how much water, that's how much turmoil, that's how much extra drama there is surrounding this entire case, but she can see it. So it's almost like the Most High is telling me that it's heavy, it's deep, but the other side is in clear view. Put it that way. It's far, but it's in clear view. Okay. Um, her best friend. No reversals on the brown and big red. His thoughts. Her best friend is replaying and replaying and replaying in his mind over and over and over again. His thoughts are killing him. He his thoughts are killing him because it's like he if he could go back, he's stressing. He's gonna give himself a heart attack because he's replaying if he could have if he would have done something. But there's nothing. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything for these people who are involved. Not one person, not one soul. But one thing I will say is people need to understand that God is omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. God doesn't make any mistakes. This had to happen. And this is not to make people feel better about the situation. Not at all. But it had to happen. Unfortunately, Shanquella was a martyr. And everybody will get their just due. Most High wants me to talk about the girl that flung her across the room. And when he said fight back, she was like, no, when the girl was flinging her by her hair. Okay. These two came out. Grief and sorrow, sad news. I can't make it up. The girl who flung her by her hair, I'm getting goosebumps. Shanquilla, she's here. The girl that flung her by her hair, it's almost like the the adrenaline, the adrenaline rush, that pump that went through her veins the moment before she hit Shanquilla is what she hates the most. It's almost like everybody's in this replay mode. It's like if I didn't it's the girl who has the whole like the videos everywhere that like took the first swing at Shanquilla and Shanquilla refused to fight back. Um it was like a split second. It was like an instant blackout. It was like a is she feels like almost her button was pushed. She was being amped up. If there was adrenaline, I'm gonna be honest with you, even with the last read that was distorted, and you could barely hear my audio, I'm still feeling like there was a very, very foul spirit. I watched a movie back in the day where these kids took a trip or they were somewhere and they found this ancient artifact, like from Mexico or something. And this artifact had a demon attached to it. And it caused a cycle or spiral of um, negative things that happen in each one of these kids' life. And they, in order to stop this artifact from causing more damage, they had to go back to where the ritual was. Um, done and leave the artifact there or something like that. But it was like this Aztec. As it was something about this I don't know what movie it was, but that's the best way I can explain. And this is the energy I'm getting. But I'm feeling like this energy that I'm getting, it was a mixture of something that was brought there and something that was already existing there. Okay. That was the girl who flung across the room. Let's get this Dejanay. Okay. Dejanay. Um, I didn't get her in the last three, but let's talk about where she is with her emotions. That flipped over expectation. What is Dejanay expecting? Because Dejanay is sitting pretty. Dejanay's overlooking the balcony like, huh, sorry for you. The house. She's expecting, like I said in the last video, there's something that's going to come up and be uncovered regarding this house that they were in. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Lemon water and all that and all that. Something in this house. Dejanay, she's expecting something to be uncovered in that house. That Dejanay knows there's something in that house, but she's not speaking on it because when this thing surfaces in this house, it's okay. Most High saying telling me to say this. When this thing surfaces in the house, it's almost like nobody's gonna want to touch it. Nobody's gonna want to touch it. Dejanay, a rich man. I can't make this up. Something to do with the rich man, main man. So that was Dejanay. Hyatt. Most High said Hyatt. Hyatt funeral. Hyatt is attempting to speak to. Hyatt is trying to speak to Hyatt. If you're listening to me, if you see this video, sweetheart, don't try to speak to her. You're doing the wrong thing. Don't try to speak to her. Don't light no candles. Don't try to communicate with her. Hyatt, just pray for the people who are still in the flesh realm that has any environment, if you care enough. But you're putting yourself in harm's way by trying to communicate. And I know for whatever reason, Hyatt, you want her to speak to you, you want her to give you a sign, but God has already got her in position dealing with people who are way more powerful and who has been doing this for so long. As a matter of fact, God is not even giving her permission to speak to these people, but He's giving her direction on how to get these people's attention. So you're kind of wasting your time trying to speak to her. Not kind of, you are. Mm. Hyatt. What else am I trying? Hyatt. Just blew out. Hyatt is she's expecting as well. If this house card comes out, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Hyatt, what are you expecting, Hyatt? The main male. Okay. Who's the main male? What is Hyatt expecting? Who's the main male? A meeting. Um, Someone's planning a get together. Hyatt is very aware, but maybe only Hyatt. Well, this meeting only came up for Hyatt this far. Court. Okay, Hyatt. Hyatt is meeting with her attorney. She's expecting the meeting with her attorney because she has information that only her attorney would be able to protect her and prevent her and help prevent her from not doing any jail time regarding this matter. The living room, the living room. This living room in this house, I don't know what is in this house or what happened in that living room, but her body was definitely moved. Her body was definitely moved from um, the bedroom to the living room. Okay, the skinny young man, the skinny one young man who was copping the plea. Can't remember his name. He feels lucky. Why does he feel lucky? Sad news. He feels lucky regarding the sad news because okay, they can't no they can't tie him to it for her funeral. He feels lucky regarding the sad news because he can't be tied to it. He can't be tied to her death. He's gonna be honored some way. One more. Legal matters. He's gonna be honored legally regarding the situation. The skinny dude, he's gonna be straight. There's one more dude that would make okay. He's also waiting. This card, this expectation thing, whatever is in this house or whatever these people are this whatever this there's something that's going to be this one thing that's going to be uncovered discovered in this house. Okay, so this was the dude with the dreads. I didn't get his name, but he didn't have much to say. Nobody was covering anything about him. He's expecting sad news about the funeral. Wow. Same card sequence. I can't make this up. You see me shuffling. I'm not. There's no magic tricks over here. This is Mosai. Thievery. Okay, he's waiting. This dude, the little dreads of braids he had, he's waiting on sad news about the robbery. It's so there's talks about people stealing her money and this, that, and the other, but there's more to it. This flew out my hand. High honor, his thoughts, marriage. This rich man, this is what the Most High is telling me. This rich man was married. That's another reason why this rich man and something, whatever it has to do, and this is not, I'm not trying to degrade or downplay anything about this young lady, Shanquella. Okay. But there's a rich man that was married involved in this situation. He has something to do with this villa and the legal matters or legally. This is why the police and everybody was trying to protect him. I don't know if he's an American celebrity, a very well known celebrity. I don't, but this, no, he's very well known. Once his name is mentioned, the world will know. This whole case will do, this whole situation will do a 180 once his name is mentioned. That's what's being prevented. These people are being trying to, whoever this man is trying to tip these people off, pay these people off. He's also trying to figure out the young man with the braids or dreads. he's he's mind boggled about something. He's trying to figure out something himself. But this rich man is very high, very, 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 very high honor. Like this man, whoever this rich man is like Tesla, Bezos, very prominent. Okay, goosebumps. Mm, 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 mm. And it's this man with this young man that was there on a trip was expecting the sad news about the thievery to come after the funeral, because that was the saddest part about it. And the Most High keeps telling me they were just like so jealous that she had the connection to this man, but they weren't intimate. The crazy thing is, Shanquella wasn't intimate with this rich man at all. He just believed in her. Her spirit exuded being deserving of having such mm, being deserving of having such power behind her that he stepped up in that fashion. And her peers were that jealous of her. And they wanted her spot. Oh my gosh, hold on. Let me get the I gotta make sure you guys are hearing me. So sad. Jealousy and envy. It will jealousy and envy will change will change your life. Okay. They want her spot really bad. They couldn't. They were trying to figure out how she got this very wealthy man to have her back. I'm gonna tell you, and this is for Shanquilla's. There's somebody very other than her best friend that was on a trip with her, or someone else that's very close to her, her mother and her father, that know what I'm getting ready to say. This man that she met, who is very, very prominent and very wealthy, who's afraid to have his name and image, or just anything about him tainted. This man was so prominent and he's so powerful that even when she mentioned it to these three other people that she mentioned him to, they didn't believe her. And I can understand why um, Gossip Girl XOXO here on YouTube would think that there was a sacrifice done. But no, this was sheer, pure jealousy and envy. There was no sacrifice at all. This, whoever this man was, never intended to see anything about her hurt. But it's gonna, oh gosh, it could get really, really nasty now because now the it's being uncovered that the nurse lied, the doctor lied, and the media in Mexico lied. So it could really turn the finger could turn and be pointed back at him on so many different levels. But this is again why I said in the beginning that Shanquilla, there she sees the end, but the water is so murky, so deep, and the length between where the situation is to the other side is so far that it will seem like there will be no justice for Shanquilla. This man, this prominent, wealthy man, is so freaking powerful. Okay, so it's so crazy because how Shanquilla met this man, this is how the three people she spoke to about this man are going to know I'm valid, I'm real. How Shanquilla met this man, almost like a sponsor, but not in like a, sponsor way. Like he didn't want anything sexual from her. He met when they met, she was almost like they were in like a coffee spot. And when he heard the way she greeted the cashier and she thanked the servers, it it impressed him. It impressed him enough for him to say, "Give me a call. I like your spirit." And she took a chance on it. And that's when it's almost like she went from just traveling to just see the world, kind of like being her moment, just being, a just, bucket listing as a young girl, to making it a career. This acquaintance, this once in a lifetime meeting changed what she was trying to experience as like a bucket list thing into a business. Mark my word. Someone is going to understand what I'm saying if the people I send this footage to gets it to the right hands. Okay. Okay, let's get to this last one. This last one. Winter. Mm. And you seen that? Rich man. This rich man. I hope it ain't the same rich man, but it might very well be. Mm. Seems like this rich man could be. I'm not gonna say it because what I say manifests, and I don't want. Let me just see with the Most High. Mm. I'm looking at you. This rich man is heavily in his thoughts about the main female. He's thinking about Shanquilla. He's thinking about like how all this happened. He's look at the picture of the rich man, the main man, scratching his head. Like his energy is of a poor man right now. He's wealthy as shit, but his energy, because of Shanquilla, is of um Oliver Twist. Please, sir, I like some more. hmm Anybody understands that? She's the main right now. Winter is the main female to this rich man. There's a she's the main female's getting Winter's getting ready to give a statement. She's getting ready to go public. Winter's getting ready to go public. These flew out. Let's see what they are. The good Lord, God is making her go public. Like she has, God is making her, was bringing her to her knees about this main man and the rich girl. Six, seven, eight, nine. It's beyond overdue. God is bringing winter to her knees. She's getting ready to s- make make a post, send a statement. She's getting ready to do something. Whatever winter is getting ready to do, it will be to almost protect the rich man that is like still has yet to be uncovered in this situation, and Shanquella. She feels like she owes it to them to make sure Shanquella's name is gravy and the rich man's name is gravy. But she's also in a way she's doing it to kind of lessen the blow for herself because she knows her hands are probably like I said before, her hands are the dirtiest out of everybody involved. Even though she didn't take the first blow and she didn't swing and she didn't hit her the most. Because her strike, which will be uncovered, her strike, which she did, was the most damaging and deadly, she's gonna hold the most weight. So it's almost like Winter when she really sat back, like in the moment, in the heat of the moment, as this was all unfolding. Because I put on Gossip Girl XOXO's page when they she said, "Oh, what time did she die?" Her spirit died at 1:27 that afternoon in Cabo. And I put that on her page and her live feed is there. 1:27, her spirit had died. She was dead spiritually, even though her flesh was still alive. But she died at 1:27. Her spirit died at 1:27. And then I guess the nurse or whatever wasn't called until like about an hour later. But trust me, her spirit was already dead. And I mean that in the most respectful way to her parents and her loved ones that are viewing me, listening to me. Winter is getting ready to make a statement. The good Lord is saying, you must speak, not to cover, but to speak the truth. Okay. What else? Gonna give me about winter. A gift. Whatever she says, whatever she speaks on, is going to be gift like. Definitely gonna be gift like. It will almost. Mm-mm. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. The Most High Shanko, they're here. They're telling me yes. Her words will be gift like. Whatever she says, it's gonna be. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's going to be a gift. It's going to be gift like, and it's gonna put her in high honor. It's like there's a lot of high honor energy. You know what? Most I said, let's get into it. One here and one on the one big red. Something that happened in the past. Could be the way they met. It's gonna make whatever this winter has something sad to say. It's gonna make everybody look back. Wow, it is gonna cause so much love. there's an element. Oh my God. There is an element of someone saving someone's life. Winter is the biggest villain in this entire situation, is what the Most High keeps telling me. But there's an element, it's almost like Shanquella and this rich man, like Shanquella, like donated a kidney to him, or like there's something so deep that overturns the wise. It overshadows the reason for the altercation in a way. For a moment, it kind of like it puts the masses in perspective of, wow, how something so deep and pure can go to something, it becomes something so tragic. Most I said one more. Mm. Winter's gonna look back on how, it's almost it's like, okay, it's almost like Winter's gonna confess on how she felt like she was cursed, and there had been a dark cloud hovering over her life. Wow. Two. Wow. Yeah. This this is going to, I'm gonna tell you this. This is going to, this, Winter is getting ready to confess some shit that's gonna blow everybody's mind, because she feels like she's already been found out, and it could be me that's finding her out, but she's going to confess to her jealousy. She's going to confess to her envy. She's going to confess to how the evil have been ruling her and moving her and motivating her. She's going to confess to how she wished it was her that had the opportunity that Shanquilla had. Because there was something about, okay, there's another card. There was something about, someone said something about Shanquilla set somebody up. That was a lie. Shanquilla didn't set something, nobody up. It was really, my God, this Winter girl. Oh my God. If you guys ever seen the movie The Heathers, this is what these girls in this whole situation is like the girls in the movie The Heathers. And I hate to say it, but Winter was notorious. She hated her life. She hated the way she was brought up. She da 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 da. And she's gonna say it. She's gonna talk about it. I'm not putting out this video to bring nobody down. I want to help you. I want to help anybody who wants to receive it. This is winter. You see what this card says? This card been sitting in my hand since I was talking. It says, hide the truth, jealous, bad deal. No more juggling. Winter, I'm going to get one card for winter. What is the outcome for winter? I don't know why the Most High keeps having me focused on this one girl when there's other people involved, but okay. Outcome from winter. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me tell you something. The military card, let me get one more. The military card can mean a lot of things. But what the Most High is telling me with the military card, it's almost like if we were living in the era when Hitler was alive, Nazis, she wouldn't be made, she wouldn't be put in a concentration camp. Like it's almost like she would be forced to be on the front line to fight for the Ukraine against Russia. She would be one of the she would be a soldier who would have to surrender her life. You understand? Like, if there was ever a law in this world where people who done so much dirty deed, the dirtiest deed possible, and their punishment would have to be serve in the military to protect your country on the front line, like risking your life to the point where you would be the first one of the first ones to die to save a nation. That's the type of punishment. Like, yeah, that's the. She's going to experience a sickness. She's going to be sick soon. She may we may get in the media or in the news tomorrow that she's sick. That house, that house ain't no joke, boy. That house in Cabo. I don't know what it is about that damn house, but a lot of there's something about that house. There's something about that house. That's all I know. Now, take off, take off. The Most High, when I heard about the situation with Takeoff, the Most High had already said, "Rapture, along Takeoff got a long road." Tell me more. Female, false person, puppeteering the whole thing. I said this. So when you think of Takeoff and you think of a female puppeteering somebody, look at this female. Who does that remind you of? I'm not even gonna say it. And I've said this plenty of times to a lot of people that cover the entertainment business who I felt was deeply and seriously behind it. Not gonna name no names. You guys can do the math. Main male. The same female that I said that is behind this. Who's that female's main male? Hmm. Talk to me nicer. Hmm. The military lad. Government agency. Back. Let's go back to Winter. She's being heavily investigated. And so is with takeoff situation, the main female and the main male. Hmm. Legal matters. Can't make it up. Rich man. For takeoff. Small child. Hmm. Don't understand. Small child. I don't want to spend too much time on takeoff because that situation with takeoff is not going to be treated like it should be either. Even though the FBI is involved, it's still not going to be treated like it should be because the people who really need to be taken down are not going to be taken down because um they understand the puppet game, the puppet system that is the entertainment media is being handled by anyway. Um, Walmart, Idaho. Who is this man? Who's the shooter? Who's the shooter? Let's talk about the shooter. Who is the shooter? I'm confused. The shooter is somebody everybody would least expect. It's almost like he's the librarian, or he's the town accountant, or he is the school's basketball coach. Like, okay, he's noble. He. You would never in a million years expect this man to be to have had done this at the Walmart. Oh my God. Or oh my gosh, I'm getting chills. Is whoever this man is between Walmart or stabbing all these women? I think it's two different cases, but whoever's involved, the masses wouldn't believe in a million years that this man would be capable of doing that. It when the agencies find out who this man is, it's gonna be like a movie. It's gonna be like a movie. This man is married. He's noble. He's known in the community as a good man, upstanding. Nobody's gonna believe that this guy was capable of this. He's in his thoughts. This person is like all these people who have committed all these like horrible crimes are in their thoughts right now. They okay. It's almost like everyone who's done all this dirt over the last, I would say, 30 days, 45 days, are in their thoughts like, what the fuck happened to me? Like they just woke up from a bad dream and like realized they were the main character in it. It's almost like these people were possessed. And I'm not trying to cover for nobody. I'm not trying to get nobody off the hook. But that's the energy that we in right now. If you're weak, if you're not wearing the breastplate of God and you're not putting on your full armor, the devil will send in who we gotta send in to get his work done. Rich girl. I don't want to focus on. Well, this rich girl has something to do with somebody. Maybe he was having an affair on his wife with a rich girl who was, and she didn't want nothing else to do with him, and that's why he was picking all these women. And then he went and did what he did at Walmart. The Most High is telling me that the Walmart and the rich girl and all these little girls is the same person. Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, it could possibly be true, but they could be very, very, very closely connected in some way, somehow. What is up with these houses, man? A lot of evidence is going to be uncovered in these people when they figure out who these people are. It's going to be a lot of evidence is going to be found in these people's houses. Rich girl again. When it comes to Idaho and these women being killed and stuff like that, this okay. I don't know which case it's for, but it's almost like this man was a high school coach, but then a cashier at Walmart in the evening to to make his equitable contribution to his family and the household. Um, and he got involved with a very, very wealthy girl, pretty, just the it girl, and huh, she almost emasculated, humiliated him, took away his glory, his moment of pride, to say that he was able to get the attention of this pretty girl. So when he what he did was he went out and attacked girls like this, like every girl who was pretty, and every girl that reminded him of her. Um, he went ahead and did these did these things to the girl that broke up with him. And the girl that broke up with him or stopped dealing with him, she was his first murder out of all the ones that he did. He was so, it's almost like he was so consumed. This person, this man, and I could be speaking of two different people or one person that's involved in both situations. Some way, somehow, these two are connected. Um, this boy, this man, this young man, or boy, man, boy, whatever. He, how can I say it? It was already bad enough that he had to do second shift at Walmart or something like that. Um, this card came out, grief and sorrow. He is now sorry for what he's done. He has done a lot. It's like these people blacked out. I'm telling you. Some way, somehow he feels lucky. Oh, okay. Oh God, I just don't want to sound weird. I don't know how many people believe this and how many people don't. But I know that this is true. The devil is walking this earth right now, very much so alive and well. And the devil, I would say, was summoned. I didn't want to say it, but as soon as I was getting ready to say it, I got a notice in my ear. Um, was summoned so that this person could have the woman, a girl of his dreams back and live his life of luxury. And he made a deal. Everybody in these situations made a deal. And it's almost like that Kanye verse when he said he sold his soul to the devil. He knew it was a shitty deal, but at least he got some money and a happy meal, something like that. This is what I'm getting. This is also giving me the same energy of the shooter in Las Vegas where he shot up the concert. This is also giving me the energy with the Travis Scott concert. This is also like all of this is it's like the same energy. Same energy. The evil is heavily walking this earth. And the way I'm explaining and breaking it all down to you, it would seem like that these humans are wicked, but they signed up to have a relationship with an entity that they had no idea would take over and consume their life the way that this entity has. And when they snapped out of it, which is happening right now, and it's happened in the past with the others, it's like they look back and like, whoa, what the hell just happened? They don't even know what happened. I digress. Have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving.